What's going on, true believers? It's your man Believes. Guys, Floki has entered a partnership with Cadiz FC. Bitcoin and Ethereum are no longer selling off. They've started moving up. This is not financial advice, but I'm always right.
I can't wait till Friday. Everybody's getting sideways.
All right, guys, CoinGecko has us trading at $2.652 trillion off a volume of 180 billion. Money keeps coming out of Tether, and it's going somewhere. Where is it going? Well, first, it's being cashed out. We have noticed that just a little bit. Bitcoin dominance continues to fall. Ethereum continues to rise. But overnight, Ethereum has rallied back to over 41.38. Binance Coin has started to move back up. 565. Now, it was trading at 520 just a little while ago. So there's a lot of quick movement happening. Avalanche is set to sail. It's up 4.9% on the day. As you go down the line, you start to look at the green. When you're looking at the green, you're either going to see blockchain or metaverse. So if you're not locked into those, then you might be making just a little bit of a mistake. Moving on. All right, guys, HokFi is trading at 1.58 cents. That's still about the same 24 hours later. So there needs to be a little bit more of a kick up in this market, I think, before we start to see it set sail. But remember, we are looking at a probable 3x just to go from where we are right now. So if you're looking to capitalize, then I think this is a great play. Now let's go into a little something that happened here. This is a summary of the Hok Finance brand. We've been aggressively rolling out our global strategy over the last few months. The team has worked with around the clock to establish several new systems and processes enabling Hok Finance to create the momentum it needs to scale. Here's a snapshot of what's been happening behind the scenes. And guys, this is going to be a lot. We've hired a remarkable PR agent with extensive experience in working with large brands and celebrities. He will be in charge of structuring stories for us to build the trust and brand equity we need to be considered by both the mainstream and crypto publications. We are working with an Indian crypto agency that specializes in educating Indians on all things crypto. They are creating over 20 videos that will be shared to their audience with a reach of up to 12 million people. We are also experimenting with another Indian PR agency, placing paid media across several websites to monitor the response of how readers interact with our brand. We have hired one of the most influential crypto influencers in China that will be generating content for Hok Finance in order to trend in the top positions of Chinese social media. We're also working with a Chinese media agency that has recently published a press release about Hok Finance on how we plan to enter the Chinese market. A press release reached 200 publications and social media groups. We're about to begin working with one of the top blockchain and PR marketing agencies in Singapore that will be handling most of our digital presence, such as influencers, esports sponsorships, PR, social media, and events. Their clients include Disney, One Championship, and Binance. We are working with a US-based marketing agency that will be getting our marketing, brand, and global business on several podcasts to talk about Hok Finance and the future of crypto. We're experimenting with a large Twitter influencer for purely paid media to collect data on the responsiveness of certain keywords across their profiles. We have hired someone to conduct media research and development, specifically analyzing certain TikTok and Instagram crypto accounts, where we will pay for consistent marketing across those channels every time we have news. We are working with a US-based crypto and PR agency that will share a press release and managing several influencers to share news about Hok Finance. We have hired CoinZilla to distribute web banners across their entire range of websites. Hok Finance has been approved to have web banners on BSC Scan and Etherscan as well. We are aiming to generate 3 to 10 million impressions per month on our banner. We are working with an exchange market department to create 30 plus videos with several of their influencers. We are also working with both influencers, agencies, and individual crypto influencers with some of the more well-known veteran crypto guys. I think you can see here there's a lot going on with HokFi right now. We've hired a video editor to create the first template of what we want for our future TV commercials, billboards, and other advertisements to look like in Asia. We are working with a local African entrepreneur that is helping to get Hok Finance into the continent's latest media channel, business, and influence influencers whom he is already in discussions with. We've agreed to work with the exceptional, talented, and experienced SEO expert that would consult and advise our agency to get HokFi ranked page 1, position 1 of Google over the next 12 months. Now to business. We've applied for registration to open an office in Dubai, and we are waiting on the final piece of information to commence registering in Singapore. We have entered an agreement with a blockchain HR company that specializes in recruiting top crypto talent in order for HokFi to scale the team. We are on the hunt for several new advisors and are currently interviewing a handful of exceptional candidates. There will be a press release in the coming weeks about the appointee that was recently onboarded and released from HokFi. We have just signed to work with one of the leading blockchain development companies in the U.S. to build our portal, HokFi, and all of the products we list here. They have worked with Gary Vee on this crypto project amongst other incredible companies. CertiK has begun auditing the contracts. We have already made other audits, but to ensure we are as safe as possible from a security standpoint, CertiK is auditing everything. We have bounties to ensure that security is prioritized. So guys, if you are not on board at this point with HokFi, then you are probably making a gigantic mistake. There's a lot going on right here, and at some point, very, 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 very shortly, you are going to see a liftoff, the likes of which you have probably not seen, not financial advice, in many other products. So this is one of your last opportunities to get on board. All right, Sanshu trading at 46.16. That down 7.8% to the previous day. Trading volume, again, starting to decline just a little bit. It looks like we're in that spot that we were just a few months ago. Much better position, by the way, than we were a few months ago. If you remember how far down everything had gone, there's a lot of up to Sanshu. But Sanshu has leaned heavily just recently into the NFT markets and the myth of Sanshu. Now, what that means is that they have created a bunch of NFTs that are looking for buyers and new homes. So get in there, start to buy some NFTs. That will help them with a burn. That will help them with marketing. That's going to help them with a lot of different things. That's their plan, the NFT market. And I think that's a pretty good thing. So let's help them out where we can, and let's do what we can to support Sanshu. All right, guys, Floki's trading at 21.82. That's a nice increase of 45.61% to the previous day. And let me tell you guys, there was a whole lot going on with Floki in the last couple of days. From the BBC posting an article because the government was just concerned that missed Doge get Floki might mislead people, even though at the bottom it said this is not financial advice and we are not financial advisors. Even though everything that was supposed to be done was done, someone somewhere still found a reason to say, "Wait, I don't like Floki. Wait." Guys, the world is full of little bitches. But they are not invested in Floki. That's what I can tell you. Since that time, Floki's gone up 45% because Floki partnered with the La Liga League in Spain. And I believe that it was Cadiz FC that will now be wearing a jersey that will have Floki featured prominently on it. And that is a huge thing. That is an absolutely massive move. And you can see that with the trend right here. Now, just to be fair here, there's supposed to be a big announcement that is going to be a world breaker. And guess what? We're not even at that point right now. And this is the kind of liftoff that we've just seen. Remember, we're not that far from an all-time high of 30, what's that all-time high? 35.72. So that is about 60% more away. So it looks like Floki is well on its way to busting through to that all-time high again. The build up to this, it looks like it's enormous. Don't miss out, guys. All right, Saitama Wolfpack, you're trading at 68.67. That's up 30% on the previous day when someone tried to FUD the shit out of Saitama by contacting CoinMarketCap, creating an enormous amount of whining and crying. And guess what? Saitama just accumulates. Now, it's important to note that the accumulation is right here. This is the first time, by the way, in going back at any period of time, this right here was about the only other sustained down moment. But as with every down moment that you see with Saitama, it is generally followed by another leg up. So this all started about a week ago when Saitama did not launch the right way. Now, the event was very professional. The event was very great, but the coverage of it was probably a little bit lacking. Could probably have been a little bit better. But that created this cascade of people just being upset and fudding, which created an enormous amount of buy opportunity for people. Guys, I am thankful for this buy opportunity. I got in way down here on another big bag, so I'm feeling pretty happy and satisfied with what's going on with Saitama right now. I got to be honest with you. But the important thing here is this. Nobody's going to keep Saitama down for very long. The thing on CoinMarketCap has now been removed. It's no longer there, and there's nowhere left to go but up. Now, if you remember, I believe his name was Max. Don't hold me to that because I'm not great with names. I'm still pretty unsure if it's Russ. Yeah, Russ. So they had an AMA with Steve, Russ, and I think it was Max a couple days ago, and they said that Saitama was going through a CertiK audit. And you can watch the audit process through CertiK as we speak to see where they are on it to get it completed. And that being the case, that means that we are very, 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 very close to being able to launch Saitama. When that happens, the generating publicity about it, the enthusiasm brought the number way up here. So where do you think it's going to go from here? Guys, it's going to go back up to this level. And that, in fairness, is almost 2.5x from where it currently is. So that's a very good thing. So if you are not on board with Saitama, then you should probably reconsider. You might want to reconsider your life because there's a lot going on here, and it's only going to get bigger and better. All right, Kishu, you guys are trading at 42.88. That's up 2.47%. I keep saying that you got to get back into that line right here of support, and it seems like it's a little bit of a struggle, which is surprising with $3 million in volume. But the market is the market, and sometimes this market is just a pain, and it's very tough to predict. But I'm starting to get a feeling and a sense that there is a big explosion coming, and that it's coming very soon. Everywhere that I look, I'm starting to see those good signals from people that are wanting to make that move and get back into the memes because this market is primed and set to explode. And getting up here, guys, would put you at a 4x on where you are right now, almost a 4.5. And that is, I'm not even thinking that it's an all-time high still. So there's plenty of room for growth right now. Obviously, there needs to be a catalyst. So get out and show your product, and let's see what we can do. All right, StarLink Troopers trading at 72.41. That's about dead even with the previous day. Huge amount of volume. Everything still continues to accumulate. If you go back and you look right here at your bumps in the last accumulation period, then you will see that this is probably, guys, you guys are set to explode. That's all I can say. At some point here, very, very shortly, there's going to be a giant influx of money when people start looking for money in the metaverse. I'm not sure today if that's the day. I think that the market really wants, and looking over here at the market and getting a quick update on it, I got a feeling that everybody's kind of looking at their altcoins, and they're kind of picking and choosing some of the things that they want to do. Bitcoin's on the way up, Ethereum's on the way up. So it might be a day or two before you see it because the blockchain's made a big move again. But as soon as people start scrolling, they're going to see you guys right here, and you are going to drop that zero in very short order. So if you are watching and you are not involved, then this is a great opportunity for you to get involved because this product, besides the fact that it's an awesome game so far, besides that, it is set and primed to explode and put itself into levels that the other metaverse tokens are only dreaming of, and that's in that top 100, maybe even top 50 by the time this is done. So, guys, don't make the mistake of missing out. All right, Kuma trading at 23.29. That's up 1% on the previous day. Broke that little channel of support. Looks like you guys are pushing your way back into it, and you need to get to about 2,400 to get back within that channel and get to this point for that upside. Remember, this little accumulation right here, that's kind of telling you how the market sentiment is and how the market's basically feeling at this point, and it looks like the market might be feeling really good in the next couple days. There's a lot of this red over here that you can see on some of these tokens that I don't think it's going to last very long. Everything seems to be moving in a not rapid but positive sort of direction. So I think that we get this accumulation period over here, and then in 3 or 4 days, I think you're going to see just an enormous move to this upside right here. And when that does, hopefully you can double your price. That market cap will go through the roof. I know that Kuma right now is doing a massive Kuma Army shill on Twitter and rating a lot of tweets. So don't sleep on this one. This is going to be a good one. All right, Boss token, 28.76. That's up 6% to the previous day. Continues to accumulate. Looks like there's another. Guys, when you see some ups start to happen with Boss token, then that generally means that it's going to go a long way. So there is a great opportunity today, especially if you've seen what's going on with the Boss Tracker. I know I showed you that yesterday. I don't have a whole lot of time again today to get a deep dive into it. We're going to get a deep dive into it. But again, this is just an absolutely kick-ass product that you can track everything that you've got in your portfolio, and it doesn't matter whether you are on Polygon, which is coming soon, the Binance Smart Chain, or the Ethereum Smart Chain. It's all going to be there. So I think there's going to be a lot of moves to the positive coming in very short order. So make sure that you're invested. Make sure that you're ready. Moving on. All right, guys, I don't want to get off on a rant here, but this market is primed to explode. Now, remember, if you are invested and you are deep into something right now, you're at 2.6 trillion. There's going to be probably 10% to 20% lift in the amount of money in this market in very short order. It continues to move to the upside. It continues to accumulate, and that is a great thing. Now, a lot of people, analysts, are starting to get a little bearish on Bitcoin. And we've always gone under the assumption that where Bitcoin goes, the market goes. And that might be a little bit true. But one of the important things about this is a lot of money seems to have moved over to Ethereum just recently. So when you're looking today, what you're seeing is you're seeing a little leg up for Bitcoin. You're seeing a much bigger leg up for Ethereum. You're seeing a big turn for a lot of blockchains as you go down the list. Now, blockchains, of course, populate the top right now. And you're seeing a massive move, by the way, not just from Avalanche, but by Shiba right now. It's up, I think, 10% just in the last couple of hours. So there's a lot of movement going on, and there's a lot of positive that's starting to happen in this market. Now, the United States is about to wake up. I'm not sure if this trend is going to carry on. If it does, then I think a lot of people are going to be throwing money at every single project that they can this morning. Today is Shorts Get Wrecked Day, so hopefully anybody who shorted their holdings, maybe they cashed out yesterday, because if they didn't, they might be having a problem and a half today. Or maybe this was just a sign that the shorts got their win in, so that they felt good, and now we are primed to take off. I think that this weekend is going to be pretty good. Now, it's not financial advice. I am no expert. I'm just a guy with a YouTube page that likes to talk a lot. So, but guys, I need your support. Thank you so much for paying attention. Thank you for tuning in to me. Like, comment, subscribe. Share this with your friends on Twitter. Share it with everybody. David Gockenstein. Share this with everybody you know. And we'll see you guys on Monday. Have a good weekend.
I'm looking for the good life, good life. Sitting on top of the world. I wanna be shining like diamonds and pearls. I want you to